Welcome back to the channel. This is a 2022 C8 Corvette. We're going to build a custom exhaust for this car, a super high quality, good sounding, good looking piece that can go in there and you can show off to all your friends at how awesome your Corvette sounds. Let's get into it.
Main goal with this exhaust will be obviously more flow, more sound, and more power. Baby. Those who know. Those who don't, well, I think I'm stupid. Okay, so jumping right into this, here's a little clip of me dancing around with the bumper in my garage because I love doing this so much. What I'm doing now is I've got the exhaust off the car. I'm just gonna hang the bumper back up so I can see exactly how much room I have within the vehicle. While the stock muffler is a good indication, I'd rather hang the bumper, see it for myself to really get the creative juices flowing. So let's get into building this pipe and start brainstorming some ideas. Now we have an idea of how much room we got. I'm gonna try something really different, really cool. I wasn't sure if I was going to, but first step, we're gonna make an X-pipe using 4 of these mandrel bends. This is an X-pipe. X-pipes help improve the flow of your car's exhaust system. They allow gas to flow this way and out and cross paths with the other bank. Now, what that does is create a scavenging effect on the opposite side of the engine. So say your inlet is here from bank 1, it's flowing this way, and what that's gonna do is create a suction on this side of the tube for bank 2. That's gonna pull any unspent exhaust gases from the combustion chamber or the back side of the exhaust valve out the port, down the exhaust, making your engine more efficient. The reason this is a big bonus is because an engine is essentially just an air pump, right? So the more air that you can get in and out of that engine as efficiently as possible, the more horsepower, the more torque that engine's gonna make, the more efficient it's gonna be overall. With that, there comes a bonus with some sound. So say lots of guys use X-pipes, they say, oh, they sound great, and that's because it will balance the exhaust pulses from bank to bank. So they'll kind of smooth out that tone rather than having like a raspy kind of noise. That was a really bad noise. But now, what if I told you that I was gonna take this X-pipe and add another one and throw it on this C8 Corvette?
So instead of welding this piece, I just taped it because I think that tape will smell really cool when it gets hot.
All right, guys, I've got this idea of doing this double helix design. This is a double X pipe, and this is to promote scavenging and also cancel out a frequency or frequencies. Sometimes you get that raspy, like, bah, bah, bah. We don't want that. Also, very important with the C8 Corvette is the active fuel management system. So when that goes into like a 4-cylinder mode, it creates a drone, and what they do is they have these active fuel management valves in the exhaust system which open or close depending on which mode it's in to quiet it down so you don't have a drone in the car. So I do believe that this is a good solution for canceling this out. Now, I haven't seen this done before, but it doesn't mean that it wouldn't work. This is like magic here, okay? This is my LT engine here, right? This is my full blower. This is big time CFM here. So this exhaust is gonna flow through here, this way, and this way. Now it's gonna cross paths 2 times with the other bank's pulse. Since this will be our exit, our entry for our next bank will be on the bottom here. We'll put this guy right here, blew it away. This would be my exit for my tailpipe for this side bank. The next bank is going to enter here. What we should have is some suction on this side. Science, right? It should hold this piece of cardboard just like that. Pretty cool, right? Now, as I create more airflow, the suction becomes stronger. It also becomes harder to hold this, but look. Pretty cool, eh? So that's the science lesson for today, and I think that this will work out really well because there was a lot of suction there. I'm gonna go for it because I think sound-wise and obviously performance-wise, it's doing what it's supposed to do. It's not only gonna flow better, but it's actually gonna have a suction to pull that out. The faster that the air can exit the engine, the more horsepower the engine's gonna make, especially in a naturally aspirated application. And this has been a heck of a challenge to kind of get this thing to work out, line up, and clear everything. But as you can see, we got lots of room here. All right, I know what you're thinking. This looks pretty homebrew. Well, guess what? It is. She's a star frit balance. We're gonna see how much the stock Corvette exhaust weighs. 74.6 pounds. 39 pounds on the dot. What's that, 35 pounds we're shaving off of this thing? Which is big. That's really big, guys. So this is the exhaust off the car, and man, does it look cool. I'm really, really feeling this.
Now that you've seen it, please go to the comment section below. Let me know your honest feelings, thoughts, and feedback on this exhaust system. What do you think? On a personal note, this is a good example to showcase kind of how I think and how I move on the creative side of things when designing a piece for a car. It's outside the box. It's a little bit more than it needs to be, but it's unique. With the performance and sound benefits aside, I really do put my heart and soul into making these like pieces of art or jewelry for your car. I want the end user to have a continued experience past the point of just installing this and hearing that car fire up for the first time. There will definitely be questions by people who spot this thing through the grill of the bumper, which would then continue the experience and give that end user the sense of, wow, I've got something special here over and over again. And I think if I can achieve that with something that I've built and give somebody that feeling through that, then I've hit the nail on the head with these exhaust systems.
The pitch is not like your typical V8 with no muffler, so I think you guys will really like this. So I'm really not sure if that's gonna do it any justice. Oh, I know over video it's always hard to tell, but check this out here. So it's really crisp. It's like very smooth, and as you let off, you hear like this very sharp end to the sound, which I really like. All right, so this is like a burnt tip with the forged carbon fiber outer on it. I've got a bunch of tips that I can offer with these. These are slip fit, so you can twist them, pull them in and out. Right now, they're just set up to be, you know, straight. When you're driving behind this car, you see all this. So this is made with all 304 sanitary grade tubing. So this is what they use in like food plants and all that stuff. The hangers are 304, all the tubing's 304, it's all hand TIG welded. They got a V-band flange here at the tip. That's so that you're able to, I know some people like the tip straight, some people like them angled up. Since they're 4.5-inch tips, they kind of barely fit through that hole as it is. But if you bring the front of the hanger down, you can tip the tips up and give you like a more aggressive kind of look if that's what you're into. I like it straight like this. It looks clean. Looks like a kind of a factory option. Now this option here, this has no mufflers in it. However, you could add mufflers if you wanted to. There will also be a single X-pipe option with and without mufflers. But I just really wanted to show you guys exactly what I've been up to, what I'm up to now, and what you guys can get up to should you decide to order one of these exhaust systems. Here's an example of some of the tubing. It's all polished in and out. Super, super nice. 304. Beautiful flex bellows. These have a directional flow liner to you know, keep things moving free and smooth. That's from the back of the car here. You can see it is dead on. These are, I've measured everything over and over and over to make sure the gaps here are exactly the same, the angle is exactly the same, and this is all set up on my fixture here, which will allow me to produce these at a fairly quick rate. This one has the braided flex joints with the interlock liner. I may use these in the future. I'm not exactly sure. I'm just kind of in the discovery stages of all this, but if it's something that you want to get for your C8 Corvette, hit me up, Atlanticbuilt.gmail.com, and I will soon have a website with a store that you can order these on. Another thing coming is the high flow cats, a direct bolt-on high flow cat for this car, or a cat delete for, of course, the off-road racetrack only, guys, because you can't drive a car on the streets here in Canada without a cat. But you can buy the Cat Delete if you only drive on the racetrack. All the flanges are 304 3/8 stainless steel. Overall, like I'm trying to do the highest quality pieces that I can make and offer for you guys. Obviously that comes at a cost, but I mean, when you are comparing whatever you say, apples to apples or apples to oranges, you can clearly see the difference. Anyways, thought I'd show you guys what I've been up to. Thanks for tuning in. If you're new to the channel and you want to see more on this, please subscribe, like, share with a friend, and there will be lots more makes and models coming, specifically in the more exotics or specialty cars that I'll be kind of setting up for. For example, there is another jig here. This is for something that is on the exotic side of things. That's for another video. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys all have a great day. Hope you guys kill the week. Have a good one. Cheers.